Green, green, green.
Yes, Michael, this is a question and a statement for you. As Christians, especially on a national stage, it can be quite intimidating, and that sometimes we feel like we're kind of the minority. But you're very upfront about your relationship with Jesus Christ.
Yeah, thank you about that. You know, I find it pretty interesting in sports, right? Because my faith is who I am, right? I live it out every day, and it's messy and inconsistent. And but in the sports world, it's always funny because you, just by being an outspoken Christian, you get this extra pressure of like, oh, I can't believe he bumped that guy. Like, are you kidding me? You know, if I played football, I would try to hit you as hard as I possibly could hit you, because that's what you're paid to do, and you're an athlete and you're going for it. So I always find it interesting how the perspective changes for some people. If you're a Christian, you're living out your faith, and you know things happen on track. But you know, I also try not to separate it. I'm not trying to separate my faith and sport, right? I just feel like it's part of who I am. So yeah, there's extra pressure. You feel it. You know, you get extra comments, you get extra things here and there, but it's all part of it, and I don't mind it.
Speaking of pressure, you predated the X Games on BMX bikes, and your progression into road racing and then stock car racing, was that participated? Was that like forced on you, kind of like from your mom? Because you know how moms think about bikes and go from there to motorcycles, and we don't want that.
Yeah, so really, it all kind of happened organically. Like we had a BMX track close to our house growing up in Phoenix, and it was just something fun to do on the weekends as a family. So, but I was ultra competitive at a young age, and that wasn't anything my parents pushed or forced. It's actually quite funny because they're not that competitive, you know. And so I was pretty self-motivated, self-driven. Yeah, like. My dad was more worried about like, okay, if we're gonna do this, then you got to make sure you're doing good in school. It wasn't like you got to put in 17 hours of training and all this stuff. He's like, I'm fine, I'll take you, but you got to do good in school. So I've always been pretty self-motivated, and it's all happened pretty naturally. You know, just even from the time I was 3-4 years old racing something to go-karts, and moving on through all the different series. I've been able to do it, and not on my own. I had great support. It just no pressure from the outside. Yeah.
Good.